Well, it's that best time of the year where we just all sit around and say, these are changes we want to see in X fighting game. And then the developers usually don't listen, even though everybody says, hey, add X thing. And then maybe in season 4, we'll say they'll get rid of throw loops, and then they won't get rid of throw loops. And then season 5, we'll say they'll get rid of throw loops, and then they won't get rid of throw loops. This is easy content, easy. But there is somebody whose opinion that I do agree with, because he also likes to break it down a little bit more and show some stuff in game, and that is Broski. Today we're watching Broski's video on changes he'd like to see to Street Fighter 6 mechanics, not necessarily the characters. So, of course, the link to this video will be in the description down below. Let's get started. Boo, 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 boo.
All right, season 3 of Street Fighter 6 is on the horizon.
Listen, man.
Start with...
Listen. I like Capybara as much as the next guy. All right, I watch Flo, very cute, but I'm here for the changes, broski. I'm not here to copy your entire video. I'm here for the Aki fucking Capcom Cup qualifier insight. Dry parry. I don't know, man. Make it. I think I saw dry parry, right? Dry parry.
Parry.
Dry parry. What do I want? Change with dry parry. Make it to where perfect parry doesn't slow down the screen, and make it more recoverable on tap parry. That would be my biggest bet.
You might be surprised to find out, no changes.
Okay, well, broski, and I'm leaving a dislike on this video. What the hell? No changes.
That's a bit surprising, but I'm not making any changes to regular parry. Hold on before
he tricked me. He tricked you, actually. He didn't trick me.
For perfect parry.
They are two different things, I guess.
Regular parry, I think, doesn't need any changes to it. There are some changes, but they will be in other segments, so just hold on.
I think the changes to regular parry and perfect parry maybe come from like special moves. Maybe you only get a slowdown if you perfect parry a special move, and maybe if you parry like a normal special move, you gain more meter back. Because fighting like JP and Guile, sometimes, like, yes, you're supposed to get perfect parries, but even if you land nothing but perfect parries, your drive gauge is just staying stagnant at like 3.5 bars.
Perfect parry is going to get specific changes, and I've been thinking about this a lot recently, because spoiler alert, later in this list, we're going to get rid of throw loops. I should add that at the beginning.
He said the word, dude. He said throw loops. He said the word.
Later on, how I'm going to remove throw loops, but throw loops are getting removed in my dream list. So that does mean we need to nerf perfect parry to accommodate that. I think perfect parry would probably be too strong without throw loops in the game. So what I'm going to do is this. Supers performed in a perfect parry combo have their minimum scaling decreased.
This is spicy. Whoa. This is spicy. So I think right now with level 1s are 30%, level 2s are 40, level 3s are 50, right? So nerfing that completely actually changes some of those like gotcha moments when somebody's just fucking mashing on perfect parry like round 3. And I believe like, and this is like off the top of my dome, right? If they do a full on, like as Ed, if you do like a full level 3 combo, it's like 40%, maybe like 42%. Maybe like it's between like 40 and 43%. Like if you land just like you're just mashing fucking, you just get a lucky parry into a punish counter, right? The level 3 at the end of the combo does so much damage though.
Now let me explain what this means if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Pay for more damage.
Jump back into the game real quick. When you end a combo with a super in this game, the supers have a guaranteed minimum amount of damage,
which is also why usually if you watch Will It Kill by Sajam, which probably a lot of you do, when there's any combo and it enters the yellow and they have CA, right? You're like, is it going to kill? Like 99% of the time it does kill. And then there's like 1% where like it doesn't kill because there's like Zangief for like Marissa. Oh, dude, my cat's, I got to set up the cat cam. I'll let Broski talk. I'll set up the cat cam.
So in the case that
What's
is
he
right
saying?
now,
He's probably talking about just like the minimum
combo
scaling.
Like this. And then save a state there. If I end this combo with a super, the way that it works right now is that even once the combos hit like maximum damage scaling, level 1s
dude, 42%. I called it. I called it. I called it. I'm so good at my job. I'm so good at my job. And because I'm so good, let me activate this. Boop. Look at that. And we'll go over here. There we go. We're fucking doing a triangle figure.
Of their base
42%, dude. That's crazy. I'm a fucking parry this game. Bro, listen, realistically, all I want Street Fighter 6 to be is the hardest video game, right? I want Street Fighter 6 to feel a little bit like the end of Street Fighter 5, where it's a lot of whip punishes, a lot of just spending meter. I hate the idea of the drive gauge and the super meter because combos get so fucking corny. I really wish they find a way to integrate it to where drive rush takes some of your super meter, right? Drive impact takes some of your super meter, and we get rid of the fucking bar up top. Like, I want the super meter to be the drive bar. Like, you need 3 drive gauge or 3 drive bar, right? Whatever the hell they change it to do a super. Like, I hate these fucking, I don't like you can just spend all your drive gauge and then you just cash out on like a raw level 3, which also does like 40%. Like, what do you mean you spent all your EX and then you still fucking hit me? Something like Dragon Ball FighterZ, man. Dragon Ball FighterZ kind of got that shit down.
Base damage, and level 3s will always do 50% of their base damage.
There it is.
And that's fine for regular combos, I think. That works pretty well for this game's regular combo structure. But I think it causes problems with perfect parry, specifically, because I think the whole point of perfect parry is that it's supposed to give you an extremely low damage combo because of how rewarding it is to perfect parry something as low risk as like a jab. But unfortunately, because supers and particularly level 3s always do at least 50% of their base damage,
yes,
I still think the damage output from perfect parry combos is too high, and that makes the game too unstable. So like, let's say that I perfect
bro, watch this perfect parry combo go nutty.
Parry, reuse, crouch, jab. Like, usually in Street Fighter games,
watch this combo
should be like the lowest risk thing you can possibly do. But like, if I randomly end up landing a perfect parry by accident on like a jab, I can do this much damage.
Brother, look at this. How much is this gonna do? How much is this gonna do? This is off of a perfect parry from a jab, by the way.
CA. This is just regular level 3. And this does...
Fuck, dude, almost 42% because you got jabbed. Because you jabbed and they were just tapping parry. That shit's so fucking unskillful. Put the skill back in fighting games.
Because I randomly tapped parry in response to a 4-frame move, which I think is too much. Like, I don't think you should be in a kill range because you press jab with 40% of your health left. I think that's a bit much. So my first perfect parry nerf would be that rather than being 30, 40, and 50% base damage scaling, if it starts from a perfect parry, it should be 10, 20,
10, 20. I like that. I like
max
that.
damage
I like that.
Perfect parry combo.
I mean, you'll still lose like
end up doing about
20% off. I mean, it's not like I'm a fucking mathematician, but I mean, at least they'll be under like maybe 35%.
25% of your health.
Oh shit, a lot less.
Off a jab, which is still a lot.
A lot less.
But it makes the game a little bit less unpredictable on final round situations.
Moving, dude. You guys
okay,
can see
so
him.
we're moving on to drive rush. Everyone's
okay. Drive rush. Punish counter state. That's about it. That's all I got. Let's see what Broski says.
Movement mechanic. I'm just gonna separate these
out. Punish counter
bit.
State.
Remove, delete. You guys love drive rush, huh? Okay, I'm making quite a few changes to drive rush here. So number one, and this is something that I think everyone has been suggesting: forced, punish, counter.
There we go. Boom! Set him up. Set him up. What else?
Pretty simple.
But he said a few though. He said a few. That's weird. I don't know what else you would change on drive rush. Maybe I'm just thinking not because you don't want to like gut a system, right? You can't gut a system. That's because that makes the system bad. That's what happens with drive reversal. Drive reversal was dog shit, right? Imagine if it was the opposite, where drive reversal was good and they made it into the original drive reversal. You'd be like, this fucking system sucks. I'm never gonna use drive reversal. You still need a reason to use the system, and you want the systems to flow good.
You are in the middle of a drive rush and you get hit out of that drive rush, you are gonna be punish counted regardless. Even if you don't press a button, even if you're just in the movement stage of the drive rush, you are on a forced punish counter. That's number one. Number two. Enlarged hurt box during drive rush. I think this would also be useful because right now checking drive.
Yeah, I mean that just makes checking raw drive rush is hella Hella easy.
Drive rush can be very inconsistent. Just to show you guys how bad the hurt boxes are right now on drive rush, have you guys seen this before? This is probably the most egregious example.
What the hell?
If you guys have ever wondered why sometimes you try and check,
why the hell is this man like on a Japanese Twitter? Who the hell is he watching?
Zangief's drive rush, and your move just whips.
Oh my god! Oh my god! What the fuck is that, dude? This game sucks. This game is bad. What the fuck is this? What? And you know damn well this motherfucker is running to either do a sweep or a charge heavy punch. Or standing medium punch. That's fucking corny, dude. You know what? I ain't fighting Geefs until this shit's fixed. In fact, I ain't fighting nobody until they fucking fix all this shit. I hate Street Fighter 6. I love Street Fighter 6. I want to play it, but I can't, dude. I can't bring myself to play this game longer than like 1 day a week now. Used to be 8 hours a day, but dude, I fucking hate this game.
Zangief's hurtbox during his drive rush.
But I love it.
Like, most characters aren't quite this misaligned.
Yeah, I doubt every character's like
the
this.
entire front half
but the fact
of
that
his
this
body
exists is bad.
has absolutely no hurtbox when he's running at you makes checking drive rush very, very annoying. So I think most characters should just have like a significantly larger hurtbox during their drive rush. All right. And the final change to drive rush that I want to make here is this. Normals performed out of a drive rush gain an additional 5 frames of recovery on whiff only.
Oh, that's actually you, bro. Because then that would mean everybody who does the drive rush 4 frame, hey man, I do it, right? I do it. You have to do it, right? That's the fucked up part about Street Fighters. Like, even though you don't like some of these game mechanics, you have to do it. Like, that's how the game works. Like, in order to play the game, you have to do the thing. You have to do occasionally, once or twice, you do a drive rush punch and do a tick throw. Like, it is what it is. But if they add 4 frames of whiff, as well as extend your hurt box, drive rush is pretty bad. But I guess he's showing an example.
Probably the best example of this is DJ.
Oh my god!
Like, how many times have you guys been playing against the DJ player? So much you reposition yourself to try and make their YOLO drive rush whiff, and they do like this, and then they press another button. Like you try.
Bro, dude, and people get mad when I say DJ's corny or Street Fighter 6 is corny. Like, what, dude? You're doing drive rush, you're whiffing, and then you're just fucking oh my god, dude! Turn on the autopilot. We need to bring fighting games back to manual fucking labor, dude. Like, we need like good neutral back again. I feel like every fighting game now is just so flowchart, so OS. You have to, I mean, maybe it's because there's so many more people playing it, but fuck, I want Street Fighter 6 to just be neutral, man. Just fucking neutral. And you want neutral, go play fucking Tekken. I don't want to play fucking Tekken. I want to play Street Fighter 6. I want the shit to feel like 5. How the hell you already got a blueprint on making a PB&J, and you said, all right, listen, we're going to add fucking mayonnaise. You're like, no, dude, add some Nutella. Why are you adding mayonnaise? Add Nutella. You can make what you already have better. Why the fuck you... we want to be fucking wacky and different. Shut up! Put Nutella on that bit.
You try it, they whiff their drive rush, and then they just counter hit you with like a button right afterwards.
Corny!
Like, I'm sure you guys have all experienced this exact situation. Drive rush, whiff, jab into button. Which I think is a bit much. So basically all I'm saying is that
9 frames of recovery is so nice, dude. That's like a Cammy stand heavy punch. That's a Ed crouching medium kick. Like, a lot of people have some good 9 framers out
If you drive rush at your opponent and you successfully make contact, nothing would change.
That makes sense.
So if you space your drive rush approach properly, nothing changes. The only thing that changes is that if you whiff a button out of drive rush, like that.
I like that, dude. I like that.
I think it should gain about 5 frames of extra whiff recovery. Okay, so those are the drive rush changes.
See, okay, so right now what I'm noticing is he's nerfing a lot of mechanics, which is right in the sense of like, yes, we should get these changes, but balance, once again, I always say balance is if you take it away, you have to make it usable. You have to make it usable for a reason. So if you're gonna force punish counter state, enlarge the hurt box, and now you whiff on drive rush, right? Yes, that is what I would want, but at the same time, that makes the mechanic itself feel bad and then you have a bad mechanic, and then that makes the game feel bad. Like, well, there's drive rush. Why the fuck would I use drive rush? It's bad. I'm always gonna get punish counter and die, right? We're drive reversal, right? Why the fuck would I use drive reversal? It's fucking -8 and I would die. So I think like maybe increase, this is gonna sound crazy, normalizing the speed of drive rush possibly, or like a slower startup, faster run, but your hurt box isn't large, so even if you're running faster, you just run to the button faster if your opponent, like something, that's to be all way to still get all reward off of drive rush, but you're getting a reward, hopefully 1 out of every 4, because your opponent's just sleeping and it's their fault. Because it's like DI, right? It's so easy to react to DI that if your opponent gets hit by DI, it's their fault or your fault because you could have did something and not got hit by DI.
Okay, drive impact. No changes. DI is absolutely fine the way it is. My bad. I think I have absolutely no.
I was locked in. Yeah, no, once again, DI, if you get hit by it, you could have not gotten hit by it. If you baited it out, you baited it out on purpose. Maybe like some stun shit is different, right? Maybe like you have to land a raw DI in order to get a stun. You can no more link into DI while opponent is burnt out for a checkmate. Like it's a genuine, like, you gotta jump that bitch. I don't know what they would do about that, but that's the only changes. Maybe the DIs, you can't do a button into a DI to get a stun.
Criticism of DI as a mechanic. I think it's like pretty useful in some situations.
It's like, it's really like the only,
obviously, like random DI can be a bit frustrating.
Mechanic. Like it's by far, people say it was gonna be the scrubbiest mechanic, ended up turning into the most balanced mechanic in Street Fighter 6's drive impact.
But I get hit by it and I get
pretty
well balanced as it is right now. It's not useless and it's not overpowered. It's just, I think it's just right. So right now, I think drive reversal is probably the weakest drive mechanic in the game.
I mean, they can turn drive reversal into V-shift, realistically, against, like, fireballs or some shit. Or they make it to where if your opponent gets hit by drive reversal, they lose a bar. They make it to where drive reversal only costs 1.5 bars, so you get 4 drive reversals on 6 bars. Something, I don't know, man, like, something for drive reversal could be better. -4, like, it'll be punished. Or maybe -5, it can only be punished by throws or lights. Because it being -6, once again, it gives characters with a crouching medium punch that are 6 frames, like the Luke, the Akuma, so on and so forth. They get big boy fucking damage. Your character doesn't have a 6 frame normal. You kind of just go for the throw for the punish counter, right? It's in a weird state.
But that being said, all of my other changes to the drive system are designed to tone down offense. So I'm actually kind of hesitant to buff drive reversal too much when you take into account all of this other stuff. So I'm going to keep it at -6. I'm not going to change too much about it. The only change I'm going to make to drive reversal here is I am going to reduce the startup of block stun drive reversal to match wake up drive reversal.
This is I forgot this exists, but I remember when it exists. When I like drive reversal somebody, when they drive rush after a crouching medium kick, they'll get punished. They'll drive rush, I'll drive reversal, which I think is what you're supposed to do with this fucking shitty mechanic. And then they block it, and then I'm -6. They play fucking Ken or Luke, and then I'm getting fucking bodied, and then I'm in the corner, and I lost 2 bars, right? And then some, because it's like a punish counter. Like, so yeah, making it to where like if they drive, and that could just be the nerf to drive rush realistically. In combos is you just make drive reversal like on reaction. They spend 3, you spend 2, they lose, and then you win. Bada bing, bada boop. That could be solid.
They'll both be, what is it, 18 frames? Yeah, 18 frames. This just means if you drive reversal someone doing like low forward drive rush, you're less likely for them to just block the drive reversal.
That's just, it feels bad, right? It just feels bad because like I made the read, I used the game mechanic. Oh wait, fuck, it's the wrong one.
Oh. And also, I think it's just good design for both versions of drive reversal to have the same startup. I think it's very weird right now that there are 2 different drive reversals you can do right now.
Smart.
And one of them is 2 frames faster than the other. That's just not very intuitive. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people in chat didn't even know that they had different startups, which goes to show that it's not a very elegant like mechanic right now. That's the only change to drive reversal. Okay, and the last section I'm going to have here, and this is kind of what I was building up towards.
It's the throws, dude.
Throws. I'm sure you guys have all seen the recent Diaphone video.
I reacted to that one too.
Throw loops seem to be the topic at the moment, especially right after Capcom Cup.
As well.
I've been preaching the throw loops have to go Bible for a long time. So
dude, they're not going to do it, man. They're not going to do it.
It seems like public opinion is definitely changing a lot. All throws now leave you about half a dash's distance away.
Half a dash.
And plus 10 knockdown.
Is that what Chun-Li got? Is this what Chun-Li got, technically? Is this the buff you give everybody Chun-Li throw for your plus 10? So you can always, like, do a meaty, but you can't really go for another throw? I like that.
Advantage.
Fuck it.
So, to give you an idea of what that means, I'll just jump back into the game real quick. I'm not going to be too specific here because I don't want to go character by character about how they should all be positioned after a throw. But generally speaking...
I fucking this fucking guy, dude. This guy.
I think you should be about plus 10 after a throw and about here.
That's just at plus 34 and then it said plus 48. I hate this game. I hate this game.
This distance right here. And the reason for that is that plus 10 would mean that if you try and walk up throw, you would lose to jab. But if you suspect your opponent is going to jab, you can just do this and then, you know, counter hit them and they explode. So the game would still have strong pressure after a throw. You just have to actually condition your opponent rather than just doing throw, walk up, throw, walk up, throw.
You guys know I hate the throw loops, man. You guys know there's been some people where you can just tell that they just need the throw loops to win. Because the moment that you don't let them land a single throw, wait a second, they're getting perfected on. You're in the corner, they're playing Ryu. Next thing you know, they got fucking 3 bars and like, man, I'm kind of cold at the game. You get rid of throw loops, I'm telling you. This is important though. You get rid of throw loops, the game character count is going to go down. People feel powerful with they do an easy mechanic, right? You get rid of an easy mechanic, people are not going to like that, right? They're going to bitch, bring back throw loops, corner pressure's too strong, blah, blah, blah. And and then you know what's going to rise? Skill level. Shitty players leave, the people who stay because the game takes skill, skyrocket, the game end up being better in the long run.
Very similar to how Chun-Li's Oki works right now, basically.
Lazy players.
I would also add you know how I mentioned earlier that I wasn't going to nerf parry? Well, that's because I've prepared something here. I've also added this. Punish, counter, throws, give you an additional 10 frames.
What? Broski, you lost me, brother. You lost me. So, I'm sorry.
You thought I was getting rid of throw loops?
No, you buffed
sort of
them.
Back.
No, that's bad. Okay, I'll tell you why that's bad. Right, so what he's saying is like if you wake up parry and then you get thrown, you'll get plus 20, which means you can set up for another throw for free. Which then means that's already a thing in the game right now, right? Is you wake up parried and you get thrown. And now that somebody can just do that shit, like, I don't know, I feel like it wouldn't feel good. I feel like it wouldn't, once again, I feel like the point of it is that it wouldn't, there's no way throw loops feel good in the slightest. I don't know what his reasoning is going to be. Can you, like, off here? Down there. He's buying, like, my remotes up here. He's being a little gremlin. He's still on the desk. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, so I don't like that. I don't like throw loops at all. You should really get rid of them entirely. Like, you don't need them, man. You don't need them.
Not really. The idea being here, obviously, is that if your opponent is mashing parry on wake up, they're mashing parry through your strings, and you land that punish counter throw.
Yeah, like they already lost 2,000 health. Like and now you're going to set up for another just like normal throw? Like, come on, man. Like,
rather than being left plus 10 at this distance, you would be left plus 20. And that means that you could actually go for a second throw loop.
This already technically exists. And this is what people say should exist. So perfect parry isn't strong. So we're getting rid of like normal throw loops, but then we're buffing perfect parry throw loops. Which is, I don't know, man. I don't know. Because also the way it works is, right, so let's say you land the perfect, okay, now I keep saying perfect. Let's say you land the parry throw, you're plus 20. You don't have to do anything, right? Your opponent's going to wake up and mash. They're going to wake up super, wake up reversal, or wake up parry, or wake up block, right? People don't wake up block in Street Fighter 6. They're going to do usually the first 4 things. And if they tap parry, they already extended the parry throw range and the parry recovery, which then leads to another throw. Like, it's like a whole... Like, you really just need to get rid of the throw loops in general. Like, the moment that there's, like, an eek of throw loops, Dude, I'm not.
So effectively, the idea is that if your
opponent is mashing... have like a little sliver of shit in my water and then say like, oh, it's good drinking water. Like, no, there's a sliver. Like, you can't leak in throw loops or bad fucking skill mechanics and be like, oh, the rest of the game is good. No, you gotta just fucking amputate that shit. Can't fucking tumorous. Cut it off. No more throw loops. We fucking laugh about how they used to exist.
In parry, you do still have access to a throw loop. Kind of like how punish counter sweeps work in this game. It would work like this. So you would get legitimate throw into throw Oki on a punish counter, but not if they just take the regular throw. Oh, I should also circle back to another thing that I mentioned earlier. Just to circle back real quick. I mentioned earlier, drive rush should be in a forced punish counter state. And there's actually a secret second reason for this. Reason number one is just because
Wait a second. When you thought it was over, he pulled me back in. What the fuck?
Drive rush should have more risk. Throwing out random drive rush in neutral should be riskier. But reason number two is I think we need to get rid of the stupid DROS that you do on defense. So
I didn't think he was going to talk about it, right? I didn't think he was going to talk about it. This is the corniest shit on the fucking planet, dude. Not only, right, is parry on wake up fucking broken. Not broken, right? Fucking corny. Then you can make a mistake and then cover your ass. It's so fucking bad.
Happens all the time in this game.
It's so bad. That shit right there. Right? Because they still lose a bar because they technically drive rush, but they keep 1,000 health when they should have lost twice as much health. But because the game lets you bail yourself out, this is bad. So yeah, punish counter on this shit would make a lot better.
You will see this.
Like, if you're trying to win a parry because you're fucking bad and you just don't want to block, like, fuck you. Take this shit.
Reaction.
There goes 20%
in this game at a high level. Because let me explain what's happening here. So, as the defending DJ player in this situation, I get knocked down and I go for a perfect parry.
Boom! And right, look at that. 2,400 and they lost the block.
If I'm wrong about this read and I go for the parry, theoretically, this is what should happen.
Yep.
I should be punished for my incorrect defensive decision, and I get punished counter thrown. But what actually happens is that most players will hold parry for a split second and then transition into a drive rush. And by doing this, like that, you still get thrown, like you still get caught by the throw. But because drive rush is not a forced punish counter, the throw becomes a regular counter hit. And that's really important because punish counter throws do a lot of damage and they also take a bar of drive away from the opponent.
Which is very important.
But DROS is actually less damage and less drive lost. And there's also a small chance that you might successfully just do this and get like a random jab.
That's the worst feeling in the fucking world right there. Like that right there, dude. Put that shit in top 5 worst fucking feelings, dude. Oh my god, the drive rush OSs are so corny. OSs are so fucking like. You're telling me you're playing rock. Listen, right? OSs are not bad, dude. They're good for the fighting game. Go play rock paper scissors, right? Fighting games, RPS games. Oh, fighting games is RPS. Go to anybody, play rock paper scissors, and then go. And then when they get you with paper, you say, nope, I got you with scissors. I threw out both options just in case you threw out paper. You're never getting invited again because nobody fucking likes you. Bitch. The fuck? Like when you put OSs in real life scenarios, that's when it's like, oh yeah, wait, I'm a fucking scumbag. I'm abusing a mechanic that shouldn't really exist. But it's very fucking strong, so I'm gonna keep fucking doing it. You're bad at the game. And when this shit gets nerfed, I hope to God, you'll never play this game again. It'll be like last fucking played whenever the fuck Elena on Season 3 comes out. April 15th. Last time you played Street Fighter 6, April 15th. Oh, dude, I stopped playing Street Fighter 6. The game just wasn't it for me. Fucking patch notes. Drive rush is now a punish counter state, and you couldn't fucking do your corny shit. There's no more throw loops. Like, nah, the game really changed. They really had a nice vision going on. People didn't like it, but I did. What's your win rate? Oh, I'm a fucking 1200 master. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Like, it's very scrambly.
Sorry, I'm just so passionate.
You guys like the OS?
Oh my god, ban them all! Ban them all.
The OS would still exist. The only difference is if
you'll
you
get punished counter, dickhead. Yeah, you get punished for doing something you're not supposed to do. Sorry. Oh, you weren't supposed to fucking do that. Fucking block instead.
This would be a punish counter throw rather than a counter hit throw. I just think that this is necessary to stop people just doing Drive Rush OS on Wake Up 24/7 to avoid getting punish countered with the new changes that I've made. I just think it's necessary with the system changes. It's one of those Wake Up options that I believe adds spice to the Wake Up game.
This motherfucker eats probably fucking potatoes with fucking tuna on that bitch, talking about spice. This dude probably listens to Ice Spice. Talking about shit. This man loves shit. What are you talking about? That spice in the game because you did something that covers multiple options. It made fucking spice because your ass chose the least skillful option and fucking dude ban them all. Ban them all, dead ass. Ban them all. Who the fuck said that? Oh my. This guy gone.
It doesn't really add any spice though. There's no complexity here. You're just like guessing on a perfect
my second
parry.
cat's on the cat
Your
cam.
guess was incorrect, and then you just yeet at the
Oh,
opponent.
broski spit.
Like, is that really
second
like
cat on
a
the cat
high-level mind game? Just like, oh, I fucked up my wake up parry. I guess I better just launch myself at the opponent and not get punished.
Get him! Get him!
Thrown. So
Get
that's just my
him!
opinion. The OS can stay, but you should just get punished counted if you get thrown out of Drive Rush. That's all I'm saying. Like I said, you guys might disagree.
Where are you going? Why are you going behind the wires?
Seem to disagree with this one, but
dude, yeah, they're all. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I don't give a fuck. They're ban them all, man. Ban them all, man. If they're disagreeing because they want to keep a shitty fucking OS in the game because their asses are indecisive and don't want to actually get punished for making a bad call, fucking ban them. No, I'm joking. Don't ban them, but I fucking would. And I would feel fucking good doing it too. And all. Arroyo banned me because I said Driver's OS is good. Ha ha, he's so bad. You're bad. You'll never beat me. I'm mad and you're bad.
I think this is my how I would change the system mechanics. Now, obviously, before you say it, yes, there would also need to be character changes to accommodate this.
But you can't talk about every character, right? Because every character, once again, deals with the like avatar battle shit. Like if you buff a certain character, avatars now get infinites, right? Like it's very finicky. Like Capcom kind of shot themselves in the foot with the avatar shit. Like you can't just have somebody have an infinite as an avatar. So they like I feel like that's how they balance it slightly.
Because the sum total effect of all of these changes basically is that offensive rushdown characters are hurt by this.
Oh, you know what I would change? What perfect parry? Since I forgot about it, is every time, I don't know if I said it earlier, but if I didn't, then fuck it. Every time you perfect parry a fireball, you get a bar drive gauge back. Or half a bar, right? 75%. Because I feel like when you perfect parry a guile, you don't get bar back. And then when you perfect, like you have to like, then when you parry the next one, like stops your bar from gaining. And then like, it's like a whole thing. Like JP and guile like, can really just low chart once you're fucking ahead. So I feel like if you land a perfect parry on a fireball, you should get like a little bit of like compensation because you're walking fucking full screen. They're walking back, right? By the time you get to them, you have like 3 bars. They have 6 bars. Like you do one driver's combo. Now you have no bars. They have 6 bars, right? It's like you're like, oosh. And then all they do is just a OD fucking fireball, then walk at you.
More than defensive zoning characters. Like I do have to acknowledge that. So characters like Guile, JP, these kinds of characters whose game plan is not about getting in your face and killing you would benefit more than the rest of the cast. So obviously there would need to be character changes to adjust for the system changes, which I'm not going to do today. But yeah, that's just, I want to just acknowledge that before someone hits me with the, wouldn't this make Guile overpowered?
Bro, did you see what this guy just said? I like to read Broski's chat. You see what the fuck this guy just said? Wait, where was it? Drive rush cancel from cancelable air normals. We need it. Brother, ban this guy. What are we doing? What the fuck does that even mean? This guy wants you to fuck do like a jumping heavy punch and then fucking drive rush in the air? Bro, it's called Guilty Gear Strive. It's called Guilty Gear Strive. The game already exists. What you want already technically exists. ban that guy. Beg pizza? More like beg to get unfucking banned. What are we on?
So obviously there would need
air
to be
cancelable normals, dry brush. We need it like SpongeBob.
Character changes to adjust for the system changes, which I'm not going to do today. But yeah, that's just, I want to just acknowledge that before someone hits me with the wouldn't this make Guile overpowered.
Anyway,
like I said, these are just my opinions. I'm sure you guys have your own.
Overall, pretty good. I don't like the punish counter enabling throw loops. Everything else, like I said, Broski usually makes sense when he speaks. He has a nice voice.
In the comments section below, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Wow, bye Broski. Bye Broski. Bye Broski. But yeah, overall, amazing video. Link to the video will be in the description down below if you want to support Broski. Thank you everybody for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe, comment, comment, leave a like, and I'll see y'all again next time. See ya.